gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
Been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor.
And buried in your bones is an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see it getting closer? Just surrender cause you feel the feeling taking over.
It's fire, it's sweet and mass, blood and open. It's the preacher and the pulpit and no planet potion. It's something back in the pick of every wall that's falling, all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go? Coming in all the colored light. When you run away to run in the night. Impossible come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light up, we won't come down. And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come through, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's here in front of you. This is where you wanna be. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's here in front of you. This is where you wanna be. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's here in front of you. This is where you wanna be. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's here right in front of you. This is where you wanna be.
You and I are constantly searching. We are searching for true happiness. Our wants appear to be our needs. Especially as little children, we can never know the difference between the two. This is the story of an orphan named Phineas Taylor Barnum. Since childhood, little Barnum went about helping his poor father, who was a tailor by profession. Unfortunately, he was left without a father at the tender age of 10.
While still a little boy, he got friendly with Charity, the daughter of one of his father's rich clients. Later, he fell in love with her. Now, in order that he ask Charity's father for her hand in marriage, he needed to prove himself to be worthy. But how could he? He was just a jobless boy.
Having worked hard for a few years and earned sufficiently, at least to have a rented roof over his head, he took the courage to approach Charity's father for his daughter's hand.
Mr. Barnum has come to see you, sir.
Ah, let him in.
Sir, I know I don't come from much, but I promise you that I will take care of your daughter, and I will give her a life as grand as this one.
I'm sorry, Father. I wish things were different.
You know, you do not have to do this.
I have to leave now. Goodbye, Father.
she'll be back. Sooner or later, she will. Tired of her life of having nothing. And then she will return back home to me.
Shall we, Charity?
Phineas, I knew you would come for me.
Without a doubt.
I would love to hope that it would be a beautiful life from here on.
I promise you.
But I'm still anxious. I do not know what our future is going to be like.
My dear, you need not worry, because I do.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. Run away to the world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. Of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A
awake.
million dreams, a million dreams. A vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million
They lived together, thereafter in a rented apartment. For Charity, life was more frugal than earlier. Nevertheless, she couldn't be happier. They soon had 2 sons, and they named them James and Daniel. When life seemed to be smoothly sailing, disaster struck. Barnum, the breadwinner of the family, lost his job because J.W. Mercantile, the company he worked for, went bankrupt. Barnum was a clerk in that company when it lost a dozen of their trading ships in the South China Seas.
Hello, honey. I'm back home.
You are back early.
Yes, and until further notice,
Oh, I didn't think you were along for that job.
or any job apparently.
But that's what makes our life together so exciting.
But this isn't the life that I promised you.
But I have everything I want.
What about the magic?
What do you call these little bundles of joy? Hey, Jimmy, Danny, look who.
Father!
Boys,
Did you bring me a present
a present? For what?
for my birthday?
It's not your birthday.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I do have a present, but not just any present. I have the most amazing birthday present ever.
Really?
This extraordinary machine was originally created by Leonardo da Vinci 400 years ago.
400 years ago?
Yes, but the blueprints have been lost for centuries until last week on a stormy night when a sunken pirate ship washed up on the shores of Nantucket.
What did they find?
They found skeletons and treasures, and the blueprints were recovered by none other than J.W. Mercantile. The blueprints crossed my desk very briefly, but I had managed to commit them to memory. And if I had remembered correctly, happy birthday, James. This is a machine that can make your wishes come true. Even if you forget them, they are always there.
Can I make a wish?
Step right up. Go ahead.
I wish to become Sherlock Holmes.
That is a very good wish, my son.
Can I make a wish too?
Go ahead, my son.
I would love to be Sherlock Holmes' assistant.
That too is a good wish.
Can I make another wish?
Go ahead.
I wish for a violin.
Hey, that's a good wish.
What is your wish, Mommy?
I wish for happiness. Like this forever. For you, and for your father.
That's boring.
Boring? Since when has happiness ever been boring?
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors from my head, a million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
P.T. Barnum felt that it was high time he did something to live his dream. At that moment, it seemed impossible. But impossible wasn't something Barnum believed in. Therefore, he took a loan of $10,000 by faking a collateral of debt investments to a bank.
With that money, he bought a brand new mansion on the same street as Charity's parents. This would be one of his dreams coming true. He bought a building and turned it into a wax museum in order to make a fortune. It was a massive failure. Not a single soul was interested in his wax statues. Eventually, he decided to put something alive and sensational in his museum. He then set off on a recruitment drive to hire new artists.
Excuse me.
What do you want of me, Flopdoodle?
Can I have a drink? Wait a minute. You're Charles Stratton, aren't you?
Have we met before, and how do you know my name?
P.T. Barnum, at your service. I'm putting on a show, and I need a star.
You want people to laugh at me?
Well, kid, they are laughing anyways, so might as well get paid. Actually, I wasn't laughing last week when I saw you at the bank. Listen, I see a soldier, no, a general, riding across the stage with a sword and a gun, and the most beautiful uniform ever made. And people will come from all around the world to see him. And when they see him, they won't laugh. They will salute.
Is that a promise?
You have my word, soldier. Now can I have that drink of mine?
Lavender's green, dilly dilly, lavender's blue. Will you love me, dilly dilly, for I love you?
Wait.
Who told you so, dilly dilly, who told you so? 'Twas my own
Who's
heart,
that?
dilly.
Sir, you cannot be here.
I'm sorry. Who is doing that singing? It's you, isn't it?
Sir, I'll have to ask you to leave, please.
You are so talented, blessed, extraordinary, unique. I think I would even say beautiful.
Sir, please, leave me alone.
Please, do not be embarrassed. I did not mean to make you uncomfortable.
That is exactly how I feel when anybody turns to look at me.
You are gifted with such a beautiful voice and really unique features, which makes you really extraordinary.
That is the first time anybody has called an outcast like me beautiful, sir?
Well, they don't understand it now, but they will soon enough.
They, sir?
The people who have been shunning you out, of course. You see, I'm putting on a show with people who have unique features and characters, and I'd like you to join me.
Me, join you in a show.
Yes, and let me say, I do pay handsomely.
Thus, Barnum hired the very first unique artist for his show. The news of Barnum's recruitment drive spread like wildfire. Soon, there was a throng outside his office, waiting to be a part of this new venture in New York City.
There's quite a crowd outside, O'Malley. Would you send them in, one at a time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And NWD Wheeler, brother and sister?
Yes, sir.
Great. And what is it that you do?
Trapeze, sir.
Trapeze? Okay.
You know, Mr. Barnum, people are going to be shocked when you put us here on the stage.
Wheeler, I'm counting on it. Now please sign these papers that I have specifically set for you. Delighted to have you on the show.
Should I bring in the next lot?
Yes, O'Malley. Wow, fantastic! Is this by far your
Entire body?
Oh, great, great, sir. I don't need to see it. Now please sign these papers. Delighted to have you on the show. Send in the next lot, O'Malley.
Yes, sir.
You shall bring prehistory to all our lives, and we shall call you the early man. Well, well, well. And what do we have here?
We're the Siamese twins.
Siamese twins, huh? Well, I shall never cease to be amazed. Now please sign these papers. Delighted to have you on the show. Next, O'Malley.
Yes, sir.
And what are your names?
Anup Sabanaya, sir.
Lucy Liu, sir.
Yes. I think we shall change those names. You both will pass off as an Irish couple, and we shall call you the Irish Giants. Now please sign these papers. Delighted to have you on the show.
Can I just ask how heavy you are?
Should I be the one asking you that, sir?
I prefer not to say it.
Well, just between you and me.
Well then, 500 pounds.
750 pounds? Is that what you said?
750 pounds? World's heaviest man!
I am so happy to have you on the show, sir.
You too, sir.
Please sign these papers. O'Malley,
Yes?
I think we have a show. This is the Barnum's American Museum.
You stumble through your days,
Got your head hung low, your sky's a shade of gray. Like a zombie in a maze, you're asleep inside, but you can't shake away.
Cause you're just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option. But you can flick the switch and blind up your darkest day. Sun is up and the colors blinding. Take a world and redefine it. Leave behind your narrow mind, never be the same. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your light, let it burn so bright. Reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide. You're electrified.
And the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be. Cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you know we can't go back again to the world that you were living in. Cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive.
Let's see, they're waiting for you. They're gonna love you.
I see it in your eyes. You believe that lie, that you need to hide your face. Afraid to step outside, so you lock the doors, but don't you stay that way.
Don't believe in those shadows. You and me, we know how that goes. Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never be the same. We will be the light that's striking, our love to keep on shining. You can prove there's more to you, you cannot be afraid.
Come alive, go and light your light, let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide, you're electrified. And the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, just dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. Come on, come in, come on.
To anyone who's bursting with a dream.
Come on, you hear the call.
To anyone who's searching for a way to break free.
The world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. No, we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. More than you could ever be, dreaming with your eyes wide open. No, we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, dreaming with your eyes wide open. Dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive.
Hey! Get out of our city, you freaks! Hey! Get out. One of you! Out! Out! Get out! Hey! Hey! Don't touch me! You
Hey,
freaks,
hey!
go away!
What's going on here? This is quite enough, sir. O'Malley, please take them out.
Get out! Don't touch us! Don't touch us! Freaks! Get your wits off me, you freaks! You're freaks out there!
This is bad. The Barnum Museum? A primitive circus of humbug?
Let me see that. Criminal. Degrading. Circus. Out of all these names, O'Malley, I think I actually like circus. Ah, Mr. Bennett from the Herald. Come in to take another show, huh?
Tell me, Mr. Barnum, does it bother you that everything you're selling is fake?
Not everything here is fake, sir. Do these smiles seem fake? It doesn't matter where they come from. The joy is real.
Oh, so you are a philanthropist then?
Well, exaggeration isn't the worst crime. Men suffer more from imagining too little than too much.
Ah, the creed of a true fraud.
A theater critic who can't find joy in the theater. Now tell me, Mr. Bennett, who is the fraud?
You should watch what you say, Mr. Barnum. You know how influential I am in the written world.
Tell me, Mr. Bennett, when was the last time you smiled or actually had a good laugh? That's what I thought. Oh, Mr. Bennett, that word you used to describe my show, I think it has a nice ring to it.
Word? Which word? It is my profession to play with words. Good day, Mr. Barnum.
P.T. Barnum felt a surge of satisfaction with his first successful show. With the money that he earned during his next set of shows, he bought a brand new mansion on the same street as Charity's parents. This would be one of his dreams coming true.
This place hasn't changed much, has it?
Yes. Well, it's a bit comforting to have a few things in life remain the same.
Yes. Everything else around us is changing so fast.
Yes. Oh, honey, I bought this for James. There is a violin school right down the street, just past your parents' house.
Don't tell me. You bought that new house just to rub my parents' noses in your success?
That was not the only reason, dear. That is the life that I promised you.
Finn, the house, it's beautiful, but we don't need all of that.
Well, it took me 25 long years, but that is your new home, Charity Barnum. Shall we?
Even though the Barnums have become rich, they continue to be looked down upon by society.
I'm concerned about James. He's having a difficult time in school, you know?
Why? What's wrong?
The other students continuously tease him about our circus.
Well, I guess we will just have to earn the respect of the upper class then, won't we? Hey, honey, who is that young man over there?
Oh, that is Philip Carlyle. A bit of a scandal, they say. His last play was a hit in London.
Play? Pay good money to watch people stand around and talk for 2 hours. And they call me a con man.
Well, anyway, I shall leave now. The boys will be needing their supper.
Yes, well, maybe I'll introduce myself to Mr. Carlyle. See you, honey. Mr. Carlyle.
Yes?
You produce plays?
Yes, indeed.
P.T. Barnum.
From the circus?
Yes. You've been?
God, no. But I've seen the crowds. People leave your show happier than when they come in, which is much more than I can say from my play.
And yet, Mr. Carlyle, you have no trouble selling tickets.
That's because I'm selling virtue, Mr. Barnum.
Now, let me get to the point. I want to go after the carrot straight, present legitimate acts, expand our business appeal, go after the snobs.
If only you knew how suffocating they are.
So, come join our circus. You clearly have a flair for show business.
Are you serious? Mr. Barnum, I just can't run off and enter into a, circus?
Why not? It sounds thrilling, doesn't it?
Let's just say I find it much more comfortable admiring your show from afar.
Comfort, the enemy of progress.
Do you understand that just associating with you could cost me my inheritance?
I thought it cost you more than that, Mr. Carlyle. You would be risking everything, of course. But, on the other hand, let's just say that you might find yourself a free man.
Right here, right now, I put the offer out. I don't want to chase you down. I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the drudgery and walls you keep in. So trade your typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little crazy. We can play it sensible, a king of conventional, or you can risk it all and see. Don't you wanna get away from the same old part you gotta play? Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride. I'll take you to the other side, so you can do like you do, or you can do like stay in a cage, or you finally take the key. Oh, damn, suddenly you're free to fly. They'll take you to the other side.
Okay, my friend, you wanna cut me in, but I had to tell you, but it just won't happen. So thanks, but no, I think I'm good to go, cause I quite enjoy the life you say I'm trapped in. Now I admire you, and that'll show you do. You're onto something, really it's something. But I live among the swells, we don't pick up in the shells. I think I'll give it up to you. Don't you know that I'm okay with this uptown, but I can't play cause I got what I need, so I don't wanna take the ride. I'm to the other side, so you can do like you do. I'm good to do like me. Ain't in the case cause I don't need to take the key. Oh, damn, can't you see I'm doing fine? I need to see the other side.
See how you like to spend your days, whiskey and misery, parties and plays.
If I were mixed up with you, I'd be the top of the town, disgrace in the zone, another one of the clouds.
But you would finally live a little, finally laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream, and it'll wake you up. Sure you're aching, take your walls and start on breaking. Now that's a deal, it seems worth taking. Well, I guess I'll leave that up to you.
Well, it's a trick, but to go would cost me greatly. So what percentage of the show would I be taking?
Well, fair enough, you want a piece of all the action. I give you 7, we can shake and make it happen.
I wasn't born this morning, 18 would be just fine.
Why not just go ahead and that's when it goes on and on.
15,
I do 8,
12,
maybe 9, 10.
Don't you wanna get away to a whole new party? Gotta play, cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride to the other side. So if you do
Mr. Barnum, I think you have yourself a junior partner.
What I have, Mr. Carlyle, is an overcompensated apprentice.
Who is that?
Oh, hey, Wheeler, and I'd like to introduce you to my newest hire, Mr. Philip Carlyle.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Carlyle.
Yes, pleasure.
And what is your act, Mr. Carlyle?
I don't have an act.
Well, everyone's got an act.
Mr. Barnum,
Yes?
you better come see this. The papers have a bit of nasty element.
Shame of the city. The protests amend Mr. Barnum's reputation as a reviewer of the offensive and indecent.
Offensive and indecent. How could Mr. Bennet say such a thing? But you know, Mr. Barnum, I am blushing.
No, we're blushing.
Why do you care what Mr. Bennet thinks?
He's just an uptight snob.
Yes, but all the snobs in New York are reading him. He does their thinking for them.
Whatever happened to the thriving of controversy?
Yes, well, look, hey Carlyle.
Oh, yes?
Do you have any thoughts on this?
As a matter of fact, I do. The master of the household has it in the command of the Queen to invite Mr. Phineas Barnum and his theatrical troupe to a reception at the Buckingham Palace.
Wait, the Queen Victoria, is this for real?
I had to pull a few strings. If you want society to accept you, you might as well start from the very, very top.
Well, Mr. Carlyle, are we all invited?
I guess I'll have to tell the Queen that either all of us go or none of us will.
The Queen of England? Now we can't get anything better than that.
Want sting? Drink. Want to get drinks? Hey, bhai. Mic wala.
On it. Barnum, Carlyle and the entire circus traveled all the way to England to be honored by the Queen. This event proved to be an achievement for Barnum's tarnished image. That wasn't all. This momentous event would be the precursor to a new phase in the life of Phineas Taylor Barnum.
Hey, Carlyle. Who is that?
The opera singer.
Singer, huh?
She is the most famous performer in all of Europe. She has sold out La Scala a dozen times, not to mention the French opera.
Wow, that's impressive.
What are you doing?
Follow you, so you can introduce me to Miss Lin.
Introduce you?
Yes.
I don't know her.
Come on, everybody knows her.
Miss Lind, my name is Philip Carlyle, and this extraordinary gentleman next to me
Phineas
is
Taylor Barnum. The pleasure is mine.
Of course. You are the American. I believe I might have heard of you.
Oh well, if you've heard of me all the way over here, I must have been doing something right.
That or something very wrong.
In the world of publicity, Miss Lin, there is hardly any difference.
I believe those are the words of a scoundrel, Mr. Barnum.
A showman, Miss Lin, just a showman. The best on my side of the Atlantic.
If you say so yourself.
Oh, I do, but I don't have to.
Oh, it's absolutely one of the best.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Carlyle. Now, let me get to the point. I would like to bring you to New York, and if you agree, I will make you the most famous singer, not only in Europe, but in the entire world.
And have you heard me sing?
Absolutely.
No, I haven't. But like mine, Miss Lin, your reputation precedes you. And well, let's just say that I trust your reputation more than my own taste.
I have never been to America.
Ah, you will sing in the grandest theater with the finest orchestra on the planet. Jenny Lin, one night only, or maybe two. And at 20% at the gate, it would be a queen's ransom for your reference.
I give most of my earnings to charity, Mr. Barnum, to orphans and to widows.
Voice of a nightingale, heart of an angel.
That's brilliant. I mean, the press will go crazy for that story.
That is not a story. Mr. Barnum, may I ask you something?
Yes, anything.
Why me?
You see, people come to my show for the pleasure of being hoodwinked. Just once, I would love to give them something very real, Miss Lind.
Jenny Lind accepts Barnum's offer to sing at the grandest theater in New York City. This being an attempt to improve his image in society, he makes sure to keep away the rest of his circus from the theater. However, Barnum wasn't quite sure of how good Jenny Lind was.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. I recently had the privilege of hearing the most divine voice I've ever heard. Now, I know that sounds an awful like Barnum humbug, but I have 100 bottles of good champagne on ice that says that it's not just another sideshow novelty. Now may I present to you the Swedish Nightingale, Miss Jenny Lind.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. He said of a dream in me, getting louder. Can you hear it echoing? My hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never
Barnum! Lord, that lady can sing.
I know, right?
You think she likes a man in uniform?
I'm sure she does. What are you guys doing here? Don't you have a show in an hour?
Well, that's enough time for us to at least have a few drinks, right, guys? Come on, Mr. Barnum.
No, Letty.
What?
We can't have you mingling here. Who is going to pay admission if you're all out here for the world to see? Have a great show, you guys. Come on, please. Go
No,
back. O'Malley, please lead them out. Please. Excuse me, Jenny. I'd like you to meet my wife, Charity, and my boys, James and Danny.
Of course. I've heard so much about you. And your father tells me you are a fan of Sherlock Holmes?
Yes, and I'm also learning the violin.
Oh, are you?
Of course I am.
Of course he is.
What about this little gentleman?
Oh, I haven't figured it out yet.
I'm pretty sure you'll figure it all out, son. Anyways, you guys continue on. I shall catch you later.
Ah, there you are. I have to admit, Barnum, she is truly remarkable.
Enough to bring joy to the most joyless critic, isn't she?
And in the hands of a real reviewer of the art, she could be something in this country. Ah, shame. She's fallen in with you.
You really are better on the page, Mr. Bennett. How hard is that to believe?
Mr. Barnum, that attitude of yours is bound to bring about your downfall. And you will have to watch everything you've built crumble before your eyes. You know what they say. Pride comes before a fall. Good day, Mr. Barnum.
Now would everyone please raise the glasses to Mr. Barnum, who showed once and for all that a man's station is limited only by his imagination. To Barnum.
Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Phineas.
Ah, Mr. Hallett.
You have done well.
Thank you. Allow me to introduce you. Excuse me, Jenny. This is Charity's father, Mr. Hallett.
Ah, pleasure.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you. Dad?
Hello, dear. Are these...
Yes, yes, Mr. Hallett. These two, these are the grandchildren who you never cared to come visit,
Phineas.
not even once.
Phineas, not here.
What? Are you afraid that I'm going to embarrass your father in front of his fancy little friends? An insignificant man like me, who was clearly led to lead an insignificant life. Isn't that right, Mr. Hallett?
All of that fortune, and still just a tailor's boy.
Well, I don't want you here. Get out!
Well, Phineas, I believe I told you, free champagne is a recipe for disaster. It's hard to understand wealth and privilege when you are born into it. I sometimes don't feel like I belong here.
You, of all people.
I was born out of wedlock, and that brought shame upon my family. And life always manages to remind me that I don't deserve a place on this earth. That leaves a hole that no ovation could ever fill, Mr. Phineas.
Well, I hope you joining us will change that.
Meeting you has changed a lot of things for me, Phineas Taylor Barnum. We should spend more time and get to know each other better.
Miss Lynn, you do know I have a family, don't you?
Meanwhile, the circus troupe, comprising the outcasts, are upset with Barnum for having sidelined them to make way for his new venture with Jenny Lind. They feel rejected once again by society.
to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. But the sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I'm bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me.
Barnum, in his zeal to implement newer ideas and make his show successful, was trying out newer, eccentric tricks. There was nothing that could stop him from realizing his dreams. Being thirsty for innovation and hungry for success, he was determined to never be known as the tailor's boy.
Barnum, why can't you just put more shows in New York? Why do you need to tour the country?
Carlyle, why did Napoleon march on Russia?
Napoleon was defeated.
Well, Napoleon didn't have a 60-piece orchestra.
A 60-piece orchestra, costume sets, fireworks, inside theaters.
That's actually genius.
No, Petey, These are the most famous theaters in the country. They make you buy their seats in advance.
Well, I took out a large loan.
And we have to pay Jenny?
It was a very large loan, okay?
You are not going to see a penny of profit until your, what, 40th show?
41st, actually.
You're risking everything you've built here.
Carlyle, how do you think I built this? We'll have plenty of profits to go around after this.
Petey.
What?
Your attention has been divided long enough. Our gate is down. And we have more protesters every single day.
Carlyle, you just need the people to come back. If you haven't been to the Bottoms Museum lately, you have not been to the Bottoms Museum at all.
They come to see you. Your crazy ideas, your new acts, the unusual.
The unusual? Have you shown them your smile, Mr. Carlyle? That would be unusual. Just keep rehearsing and make it very clear that I expect them all the deference you deserve. And that they should be kind to you anyways. See you soon.
No, burn.
Hello? Or goodbye? Or anything at all?
He's going on a tour. Sorry, guys.
Meanwhile, Carlyle had fallen in love with Anne Wheeler, but his parents didn't approve of this relationship for obvious reasons. Carlyle came from an influential background, whereas Anne was a reject. On one occasion, Anne was publicly humiliated by his parents.
Anne, they are small-minded people. Anne. Why do you care what they think?
It's not just them. You've never had somebody look at you the way your parents looked at me, the way everyone would look at us.
You know I want you. It's not a secret I tried to hide. I know you want me. So don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards and fate is pulling you miles away. It's out of reach from me, but you're here in my heart. So who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were meant to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart. You'll be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the world can be ours tonight. It's easy. You feel You are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we got to be. Why don't we light the stars? Maybe the world can meet us.
You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide, but I can have you. We're bound to break in our hands are tied.
Whereas life didn't seem to be the same for Charity.
First, it was buying a house on the same street as my parents. Then, meeting the Queen. Then, bringing Jenny Lynn and my father the other night. When will it ever be enough for you?
I am doing this for our boys.
Look around you. They have everything.
You don't understand.
I do.
No, you don't understand. I mean, how could you? My father was treated like dirt. I was treated like dirt. And my sons will not be.
Finn, you don't need everyone to love you.
Yes, I know that.
Charity, James and Daniel would be all by themselves for the next month, while Barnum toured the country along with Jenny Lind. While for Barnum, it seemed like his dreams were unfolding. For Charity, it seemed like it was all soon going to be over.
Some people long for a life that is simple and planned, tied with a ribbon. Some people won't sail the sea 'cause they're safer on land. To follow what's written, but I'd follow you to the great unknown of two world we call our own. Hand in my hand, and you promise to never let go. We're walking a tightrope high in the sky. We can see the whole world down below. We're walking a tightrope, never sure, never know how far we could fall. But it's all an adventure that comes with a breathtaking view. We're walking a tightrope with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. Mountains and valleys and all that will come in between. Desert and ocean, you pull me in, and together we're lost in a dream. Always in motion, so I risk it all just to be with you. And I risk it all for this life we choose. Hand in my hand,
that comes with a breathtaking view. Walking a tightrope with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. With you.
It is as though we've learned for the first time what singing really is. Miss Lin deserves our nation's highest esteem and lavish ovations. Aren't these the words they used to describe me?
Well, I mean...
The world at our feet, Mr. Barnum. This is to making dreams come true.
Thank you, Jenny. It's 2 hours to curtains.
I have given you the world, haven't I?
I'm sorry. I think I should go. Maybe I have become a distraction. You should finish the tour without me.
What? So you're leaving?
Well, the schedule is well in hand.
So that's it?
What do you mean?
I'm just another of your acts.
Jenny, that's not...
I'm done.
Please, Jenny, you have to finish the tour.
Must I?
Yes. Well, it will ruin me.
Ruin you? When you're careless with other people, Mr. Barnum, you bring ruin upon yourself.
But I have risked everything.
Well, so have I. And it seems we've both lost.
All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough.
What was that?
That was goodbye.
Barnum was now on his way back home. Charity, James, and Daniel came all the way to the railway station to receive Barnum, who would be returning from strenuous tour.
Father!
Boys, look how big you've grown. Did you miss me?
Yes.
Will you help your father? Thank you. Hello, dear.
And what made you decide to come back this early?
Well, I missed you.
Now that sounds an awful lot like humbug.
Wait for me, dear.
Fire! Help! Fire! Fire! Someone help!
What's happening? Boys, come, quickly! Stay close to me. Come, quickly! Everyone, stay close! Carlisle, is everyone out?
No.
Is everyone okay? O'Malley!
Yes.
The animals?
We set them free. What else could we do?
Wheeler, where is Anne?
I haven't seen her.
Yes. Where is Anne?
No, Carlisle, don't stop!
No, you can't go inside!
Wheeler!
Carlisle! Anne is over here!
Father, no!
Boys, stay back. Stay back there. I'll be back as soon as possible. Carlisle! Anne is over here!
Bring the stretcher! Stretcher!
He's taken a lot of smoke, but he's still breathing. Check his pulse.
Carlisle! The fire damaged the entire building with absolutely nothing left to spare. It was a miracle that no lives were lost, except Carlisle, who was almost suffocated to death by smoke. Anne couldn't hold back her tears when she realized that Carlisle entered the circus on fire to save her life.
What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart. 'Cause you are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. When no one could say what we get to be.
Lift him up.
It's okay, Anne. You'll be fine.
I never liked your show, but I always thought the people did. They do. Mind you, I wouldn't call it art.
Of course not, Sir Bennett.
But putting people of all kinds on that stage, all colors, shapes, and sizes, presenting them as equals,
Another critic might have even called it a celebration of humanity, but not I.
I think I would have actually liked that.
Well, I hope you'll rebuild your circus.
Thank God for Jenny's tour. We can borrow off the profits. I think we'll be fine.
You don't know? I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Charity, where are you going?
I don't want to talk to you.
Why?
It's on the cover of every paper in New York. You and that famous Jenny Lin.
That's because she orchestrated the picture. I'm not in love with her.
Of course. You're not. Not with her, not with me, not with anyone. Just you and your show.
Charity, what are you doing?
I'm going back to my father's house, and I'm taking my boys with me.
Well, what about our home?
The bank. They're evicting us. Why didn't you ask me? I would have said yes. I never minded the risk, but we always did it together.
Bye, Father.
Barnum was now distraught. He lost everything that was dear to him, beginning from the circus to Jenny Lind, and now his wife Charity and his two children, James and Daniel.
I figured you would end up here. Feeling sorry for yourself?
Folks, see, if you've come to get paid, the money's gone. All of it. Nothing left to give.
Oh, shut up, Barnum. You just don't get it. Our mothers were ashamed of us, hid us our entire lives. But then you pulled us out of the shadows. But now you're giving up on us too. Maybe you are a fraud. Maybe it was all about making a buck. But Mr. Barnum, you gave us all a real family.
And the circus, that was our home. And we want our home back, Mr. Barnum.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. You take mine, you take mine.
I saw the sun begins to dim, and I felt the wind blow cold. A man learns who's there for him when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from then, rubber, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, there's more I gained, 'cause it led me back. now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight, tonight. And let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on. I drink champagnes with kings and queens. The politicians praise my name. But those for someone else's dream, the pitfall of the man I became. For years and years, I chased their cheers, a crazy speed of always needing more.
But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for.
And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waiting till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. And let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on, from now on, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. And let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on, from now on, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, from now on, home again. From now on, from now on, home again.
Barnum, the bank said no.
Emphatically and repeatedly. I don't think there's another bank left in this country which I can loan into giving me more money. I'm really sorry, Carlyle.
You know, Barnum, when I first met you, I had an inheritance, claim, an invitation to every party in town. And now, thanks to you, all that's gone. All that's left is this friendship, love, and work that I adore. You brought joy into my life.
Into all our lives.
Seems like I need a bank who takes joy as collateral.
Well, they may not, but I will. I own 10% of the show, if you remember. And knowing who I was working for, I had a good sense to take my cut weekly.
Carlyle, I can't let you gamble it on me.
Sure I can. Partners. 50-50.
Partners.
The only thing is, I don't know how we are going to afford a building.
Right. I don't think we need a building. All we actually need is a tent.
The trials and tribulations of the past few months did little to deter the spirit of Phineas Barnum and his strange but fantastic troupe.
The circus was restarted with more acts and finer performances.
The Barnum American Circus went on to become a trailblazer in the world of showbiz.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
Been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor.
And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at ya. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see it getting closer? Just surrender cause you feel the feeling taking over.
It's fire, it's freedom that's flooding open. It's the picture